For centuries, flowers have been used as a symbolic representation of emotional love and affection. In Greek mythology, aster flowers were placed on the altars for gods to show regard and respect. In European folklore, mistletoe was said to bestow life and fertility, have healing properties against poison, and represent connection, which is why, around Christmas time, we often use the flower as an excuse for a kiss. During the Victorian era, roses were handed out to communicate unspoken feelings such as charm, innocence, and desire. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to make paper roses from an old book so that you too can show your love for others. Paper roses are a perfect, affordable gift that'll not only accentuate your affection and admiration, but also highlight your creativity and thoughtfulness. These roses can be made from any paper material you wish. Printer paper, a newspaper, an atlas, or even sheet music. Real roses are often overpriced at the local supermarket. To stay within a financially reasonable budget, I taught myself how to make these. Following just 3 simple steps, you too can make these affordable, yet elegant, paper roses. To begin making your flowers, you'll first need to gather up your supplies. A glue gun, a few glue sticks, 1 or 2 is fine, a thin, rod-like structure, a pair of scissors, and a few pieces of paper. Hot glue works best as a binder when doing this craft as it dries and hardens fast. Make sure to plug your glue gun in right away before starting so the glue has time to warm up. For the purpose of this demonstration, I went to the local craft store and bought a few of these wooden dowels. These can be bought at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, or Michael's. You don't necessarily have to use these. Lastly here, I have an old book that I no longer read or use that I will be ripping a few pages from. The next thing you'll need to do is cut out from the paper a bunch of petals. You'll want to cut out roughly 16 to 26 petals for each rose you make. There's no exact amount of petals as natural roses come in different shapes, sizes, and lengths. The shorter petals will be used around the base or stem, and the larger petals will be used as fillers around the smaller petals. As you are cutting out your petals, you'll want to bend them and curl them with your fingers. Natural rose petals have a curvature that faces away from the stem, so you want to curl outwards, not inwards. After you've made all your petals, it's time to begin gluing and assembling. First thing you'll want to do is cut a small scrap of your desired paper, drizzle a little hot glue on it, and wrap it diagonally around the rod. This will not only help the petals blend into whatever rod-like structure you're using, but will also set a center or base for the flower. Beginning with the smallest petals first, dab a small line of hot glue on the bottom of a petal and firmly press it or cup it onto the rod-like structure you're using. You'll want to hold the petal in place for roughly 3 to 6 seconds. If you use too much glue during this step and it seeps out from underneath the petal, you do risk burning your finger on hot glue, so be careful with application. Repeat the petal gluing until all of your petals are used up. Make sure that you start with the smaller petals and slowly work your way up to the larger petals. Once you have completed gluing your rose, you're essentially finished. If you want to trim your petals, feel free to do so. You can also add ribbon, glitter, or essential oils to your roses to spice them up a little more. The choice is yours. I hope that my video here today has encouraged you to gather up some extra paper, drizzle some hot glue, and show your loved ones how much they mean to you. Following what I've demonstrated, you can handcraft beautiful flowers in just 3 simple steps that beat the local supermarkets and keep your wallet feeling full. Though they may not smell like the real deal, they're one of a kind and are sure to last for decades. Thank you for watching.